Hey, witches!
Hi, hello. Welcome back to another episode of
Zodiac
the
series. Virgo.
I forgot. Today we are talking about Virgo. I don't This feels like shit saying
What?
this. I have two Virgos in my life. They're my family members, but I don't really know them.
I'm
But
gonna say if I have a Virgo in my life, I don't know they're a Virgo.
yeah, I think they're Virgos. I think their birthdays are a Virgo, but I don't know. Anyways, so to be a Virgo, for those who don't know, your birthday must fall between August 23rd and September 22nd. Um, your symbol is known as the Virgin. Shocker, Virgo. Um, your mode and element are the mutable Earth. You are the sixth house. Your body part is the digestive system. Your tarot card is the Hermit. Your ruling planet is Mercury. Your mantra is I analyze. And your colors are tan and warm yellow. Ew. God, I hate
That is
yellow.
gross.
Glad I'm not the only one. Anyways, so the constellation of Virgo actually has its origins in the Babylonian society. It was associated with the goddess Shala, who was depicted holding an ear of grain. To the Babylonians, this goddess ruled over fertility and the harvest, so it connected Virgo to some of the earliest archetypal associations of growth, fertility, all of that good stuff. The connection to the harvest continues on into Greek mythology, where Virgo is connected to the goddess Demeter. Demeter ruled over the bounty of the earth and agriculture as well. Virgo is also connected to Ceres through early Roman culture, where she was the ruler of the same agricultural themes. I believe Ceres is the.
Sorry.
If I didn't
There-
know you had a dog, I would be so concerned about your digestive tract right now. I'd be like, do you need to go someplace? Like, do we
Weird.
need to take a
My dog
pause?
doesn't usually bark, but this one does, and the neighbors are in their driveway right now. So I might have to mute for a moment until I can get him to shut up. But go ahead. Proceed.
What? I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And then I forgot you're babysitting a dog. Um, Anyways, I think Ceres and Demeter are the same, just one is Greek and the other one is Roman. Don't quote me on that because we obviously haven't done the Roman counterparts. Virgo has held this connection with planting, growing, harvesting food, and herbal medicine still to this day. In the Middle Ages, Virgo's virginal symbolism was observed by association with the Virgin Mary. So Virgo is a late summer zodiac. So in the Western tropical zodiac specifically, Virgo season obviously again is August 23rd, commencing all the way to September 22nd. Um, I don't have it for the southern hemisphere. I apologize, but it's probably somewhere around February, March. If I had any idea, because August 3rd is my half birthday. So, going to assume late February, early March is going to be your time in the southern hemisphere. Um, girl, I can't hear it. Don't give me your what the fuck eyes because I can't hear shit. Um, so this time of year is when the sun's heat and light are beginning to mellow. Unless you're in the fucking dead south, then it's Satan's ass crack all year round. Like it's gonna be Satan's ass crack until December. It's gonna be hot as shit. I ain't gonna like it. Um But anyways, as the days continue, they begin to shorten towards the fall equinox, which is, I think, September 23rd, right? I don't remember. Um, let's see.
I'm not sure. Let me look.
Virgos. Okay. Virgo season is when nature's abundance and fertility become ready for gathering and harvesting,
22nd.
which is weird.
September 22nd.
It's the last day of Virgo season. You know, it's Virgo is known to be like fertility and harvesting and all that, and I get it because I like that's when you harvest, but I feel like when it's fertility, I feel like you would be spring.
Or like not a virgin.
Well, that's why it's like for the Mother Mary or the Virgin Mary. That's why.
Listen.
um. Anyways. So Virgos lend also or God damn it. I'm just gonna read my sentence because I struggled. Virgo season is when nature's abundance and fertility become ready for gathering and harvesting, lending to the earthy, tending, and organizational qualities of the Virgo archetype. That is why my father is not a Virgo archetype, because he is the day after Virgo season. He is a Libra. And he is not organized whatsoever. I'm going to blame ADHD. Virgo is the second of the four mutable signs of the zodiac. They all hold that elemental energy of change at the end of the fourth season. So Virgo season is the end of the summer, where the heat of the season is beginning to mix and surrender to the coolness of the upcoming summer or autumn, not summer. So Virgo has that mutable, adaptive, and changeable nature in their archetype. So they're known for that. Their element is earth, so the heaviest and most solid element, which goes hand in hand considering that they're known for like um the harvest season. It's not technically the harvest season because it's not fall, which is technically the harvest season, but the beginning towards the harvest season, I guess, would be a better thing for it. Ancient astrologers thought that Earth was the densest form of all matter, which is why they believed that Virgo should have been the heaviest and most solid element of Earth. Earth represents the very structure that all of nature is built with and upon. So, like all of our agriculture, all of our structures are built upon Earth, all of that kind of stuff. And without it, nothing can really take material form, which is kind of true. I mean, the base form of most buildings is dirt from the earth. Virgo has an affinity for being efficient, skilled, and resourceful for all akin to the structure and tangibility of the earth element. Kudos to you. It's the domicile is Mercury, so it's ruling planet. It was assigned rulership of both Gemini and Virgo. Virgo was thought to be the nocturnal or night home of Mercury, the conscientious and detail focused earth sign that follows Mercury to express and enact its most swift and factile. That's a word I haven't used, nor is that a word I have seen. Facile. Facile?
Fossil? I don't know.
Facile.
Yeah, I don't know.
I literally just kept reading and I thought it said factile, but it is definitely not factile. Sometimes when I read and I like copy and paste, like I'm like, oh, that's good. And then like I like move it over to like a document and then I don't read it for like a few days, not even 3 days or like 3 weeks, but like quite a few days, like a week. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot I did this. And then I forgot how to look it all up. How do I say it? Facile
All
is
right.
literally how you say it. S- uh, effortless,
Sounds legit.
simplistic. Effortless or simplistic is what it
That
is.
makes sense because in Spanish, fácil, which is FACIL, is easy. So that makes
Facile.
sense.
Yeah, there you go. We're learning new things. Okay. Enact its most swift and easygoing functions. I guess in this term, it would be effortless. Effortless. Among these are analysis, communication, the ability to discern and discriminate, and fine manual dexterity. They the
All
smart bitches. They the Ravenclaws.
right.
Those born with Mercury in Virgo will likely find that many of these abilities come naturally and easily to them. Mercury and Virgo folks typically have a keen, perceptive mind. They are also very receptive, considerate, and tuned into their heightened nervous system responses to help them navigate their choices and actions. Do I have Virgo in my thing? Probably not.
I don't know if I
But
do
we
either.
shall see. Nope, no, I don't. I ain't got that shit. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay.
uh, I do not either.
That does not make sense, but okay.
I have Capricorn though twice. So
Me too. Not my Mercury. I have Aquarius for my Mercury.
Capricorn is my ascendant. Aries is my Mercury, which actually makes a lot of fucking sense. Um, Capricorn is my Uranus and ascendant and Neptune. It's in there 3 times.
Capricorn is my Neptune too. Twinsies. In my Uranus. Look at that. That's it. That's all I got. Anyways, the detriment of Jupiter. Virgo is in polarity with the mutable water sign Pisces. See, told you. End of February, early March. I was right. This is classically ruled by Jupiter, but Pisces likes to explore expansive emotional and spiritual territory. So, being innately intuitive and comfortable with vulnerability, the Jupiter ruled Pisces is a contrast to Mercury ruled Virgo, who needs to be organized, analyze, and discern what is useful. So, the bold, boundless planet of opportunity and philosophy that is known as Jupiter is confined to the efficient and perfectly arranged world of the Virgin who likes things just so. Like a virgin. Jupiter and Mercury sign would have to. Listen, we could probably get sued for that just without even getting paid.
I just hummed it.
Uh, Jupiter and Mercury sign would have to somewhat compensate for this detriment, which may seemingly mean that natives born with this placement may tend to amplify their attention to detail, or their optimistic and philosophical side may feel constricted under difficult standards. These standards may or may not be of their own making, but may challenge those born with this placement to balance perfection with the need to stay open to exploring and expanding into opportunities. There's
Mm-mm.
something in my fucking eyeball. Um, you poor baby. You
This dog
tell.
is the neediest thing I've ever met in my life.
Duh. It's a lab. They're needy
Oh
babies.
god. It's here until Wednesday, and as much as I love it and missed it, I'm ready for it to go home. Well, at least Wednesday. Wednesday's the earliest it'll get picked up.
Oh, there you go.
And he's a sweet boy.
Uh, well, there you go. At least it's easy. Fall of Venus. Venus was said to be exalted in Pisces by classical astrologers, where she is able to uniquely and auspiciously express her poetic, autistic, artistic, and pleasure seeking qualities. But when in the opposite sign of Virgo, Venus was said to be in her fall, which may not pose as strong of an adaptive challenge as a detriment might, yet still puts the planetary force somewhat out of its comfort zone. Venus wants to love, connect, and attract, but Virgo, being a somewhat cool and dry air or earth sign, may be too shy and composed as an archetype to follow Venus's energy to flow freely. So, these natives may take a long time to warm up to and trust those that they love. It can also take a form as a tendency to place high expectations for consideration and perfection on those they are in a relationship with. So, yeah. They may need to let their guard down and be more accepting of others, flaws to let love, which is sometimes messy, into their lives. Um, they might be too self-critical, so they need to learn to let go. Virgo house rulership. In modern astrology, their system had like the 12 letter alphabet, so each zodiac sign rules one of the 12 houses in their birth chart. So Virgo was assigned the 6th house, which is health, service, and day-to-day routines. Virgo has earthy and hygienic pursuits, and they are aligned with the concerns of this house. So Virgo is ruled by the planet of communications. It invites an analytical Mercury subsignature to the 6th house. The Virgo's planetary ruler Mercury was said to find its joy in the 1st house of self and identity in the birth chart. So this house is also in rulership with Virgo. This house is associated with our bodies and sense of purpose. It symbolizes a merging of spirit and matter to form a unique being in the world. In classical astrology, the degree of the rising sign was found inside the 1st whole sign house, dividing it into a portion that was above the horizon. This is connected to the Hermetic alchemical axiom, as above, so below, a phenomenon we observe and practice in the magical arts. Magic and its mysteries are given to us by the god Hermes, who is associated with Mercury, making this planet able to wield special potency as a bridge between the heavens and earth from the 1st house. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Cool. Here are some characteristics for all you Virgo fans. They're derived from its receptive feminine or yin qualities, making the sign oriented towards contemplation and engagement with inner awareness. Regardless if you're a woman or a man, it is alive in both. Those born with the Virgin as their rising sun or moon sign have a diligent, adaptable, and observant energy in the core of their personality, an echo of the preparedness and utility of late summer, early fall activities. Because of its mutable sign, it holds the qualities of being an alchemical synthesizer, able to find relationships between seemingly disparate.
I think it's disparate.
Disparate and disjointed factors to transform these into a meaningful, useful harmony. Those with this sign of the Virgin prominent in their charts are great at dedicating themselves to projects and relationships that need some care, healing, and tending to restore them back to health, purity, and natural function. Here are some strengths for them Virgos and some weaknesses. But we always got to do it with a positive first, right?
Yeah.
So their strengths are found in their mental agility, adaptability, and skillful, meticulous in nature because they're diligent and observant. They think clearly, they learn quickly, and they gain enormous satisfaction in serving, healing, and helping to bring order, perfection, and practicality in their world. They are cool and conscientious, so they are typically able to carefully discern between what is skillful and useful and what is not. They're very busy just working on improving themselves and the world around them, that they are often humble and modest and are obviously down to earth, which is probably what that like saying comes from. Like usually too earthy, down to earth, basically. Um, and they're very sensible, so they do not come across as arrogant or self aggrandized. They just don't make themselves sound as grand as they are. They also have a really they have powers of communication. They are hardworking and efficient. So they have, that functional emotional vocabulary that helps themselves and others to be understood regardless of what's happening. They're also blessed with that compassion, that considerate nature. So they're diligent, dexterous, and they find not the easy ways, but like they can do things easily.
Work
So
smarter, not harder.
honestly, so they are autistic. God damn it. So they are artistic and they have great technical abilities, which are empowered with Mercury's signature highly functioning fine motor skills. They're the opposite of autistic. Just kidding, not in some cases. I realized what I said. I was like, actually, no, there are some that are just fine. They are also known to be great animal lovers and environmental conservationists because of how connected they are to Earth and nature. Their need for their relationship with Mother Nature has to be healthy and reciprocal. So they are often upheld in, so these values are often upheld in Virgo men and women who seek to restore bodies, minds, and ecologies back to their purified and intended natural states. Okay, some weaknesses though. Their mind, because of everything, can become overly active. They can lead to worry, high anxiety, and insomnia. What they think up may become more real because of how than like what is actually happening. So it makes it important for these people to stay grounded in their own bodies, breath, and in the moment. So mindfulness is what they should practice. Um, they have a talent for service and healing, but it can get out of hand if they over identify with being useful to others. So they might make themselves busy to avoid uncomfortable feelings and need to remember that it's okay to just be at times and balance that service with some healthy self-care and healthy selfishness. So I don't want to call them pushovers, but they could be easily pushed over. They can often become unbalanced or feeling unbalanced because they are always discerning that nature, or not nature, but like nature or everything around them. Um, so it helps them notice flaws and inefficiencies in themselves and others. And it's more so than what they should. So it's like more so than what is actually good. Um, so because of this, they might hold themselves and others to impossibly high standards of perfection. And it will sometimes cause more stress than anyone needs on themselves or others. Despite them being modest and humble, they may become too much so, and again, succumb to self doubt and worry that they will never be good enough and that their work will never be worthy of presenting to the world. So they may paralyze them from taking risks and sometimes leading to the purpose or the surprising streak of avoidance and procrastination, um, or even that like pushover tendency. There's something in my eye. Okay. They're naturally self-critical and self-aware, but this can be very bad for Virgo children as they grow older because they could be too sensitive to overly stern criticisms and need to know their self-worth is not connected to how well they perform, which I feel like is for all children.
Right.
All right. So their mantra is I serve. So they again are very self-serving, not self-serving, they're very selfless. They want to serve others. They want to see the better of everybody, including like humanity and nature. So pretty much that's going to be um, their one mantra. Their other mantra is I analyzed because of their clarity, precision, and utilization skills. They're going to be drawn to any pursuit where they can sort, repair, or attend to a practical or bodily need. So they will likely find dirty, cluttered, and untidy spaces to be stifling and distracting hazard. Let's see. They are often accomplished makers, crafters, and artisans themselves, producing works of enormous beauty and detail. Many Virgos go into health as a traditional and personal importance to the Virgo native, whether it is to care for their own body first or others. And because Virgo has powerful mental energy and the ability that comes with being born in Mercury's sign, they often draw interest towards psychology and mental health. So a lot of them make good social workers, counselors, and talk therapists, which is where the I serve comes in. They could also be great teachers and mentors, and they could be found sharing those technical skills of all kinds throughout wherever. Many may enjoy careers in translations, linguistics, and speech therapy. And they could also be involved in designing the formulas for collecting numbers because of how like not innovative, but like analytical they can
Analytical.
be. Yeah. Um so let's see. Let's look at compatibility. So Virgo's nervous and somewhat reserved nature may benefit from some fiery warmth and enthusiasm. So Aries may be too brash, chaotic, and impatient for the considerate virgin to truly relax with. But Sagittarius and Virgo share a mutable mode. Their signs form a square aspect with each other, highlighting friction and challenges between them. So all of the structure and order that Virgo takes ground and comfort in, Sagittarius enjoys testing and upturning just for fun. Um, so, but Sagittarius can be notoriously non-committal, which Virgo will find hard to trust. Leo and Virgo have nothing elementally and modally in common, so being adjacent signs on the zodiac wheel. Similar to the dynamic between Aries and Virgo, their Leo, no, not their natures and motivations are very different, with Leo often being too tempestuous and dramatic for Virgo's taste. A saving grace may occur, however, if either of these potential lovers have planets in each other's signs, which can bring some points of affinity into their relationship. So Virgo's going to find the fire signs the trickiest to relate to. The air signs, though, Virgo is a stickler for perfection and order, so they may find the air signs too breezy and changeable to sync with their lives. Gemini does share Mercury rulership with Virgo, so they could, have great conversation and that analytical connection that would be great for them. However, they work with change. Virgo might find it unsettling or even increase the anxiety that they feel. And Gemini may feel unsettled without it. So they may disagree on what makes them feel comfortable and what makes them feel uncomfortable. Libra and Virgo can work well together, both being considerate and thoughtful by nature. Virgos tend to be more critical of themselves and others when they are feeling imbalanced or insecure, which would be more of a downer to the Libra. However, the Libra strives to stay that positive and upbeat. They will both have to find a way to relate to each other's emotional style to connect long term. Aquarius with Virgo is very unlikely, but potentially interesting pair. They may connect on a shared love of ideas, analysis, and dry wit. Virgo, however, may find Aquarius too eccentric and contrarian to make plans with and may wonder where they stand with the water bear too often to feel truly secure at their side. Water signs bring vulnerability and emotional intelligence to a relationship with practicality and orderly Virgo, which is, great for Earth. That's how you grow. You need water and earth to grow something. So Cancer will be very good at nurturing Virgo, helping them feel safe, to open up, be vulnerable. Virgo, responds with that attention and that care in their own personalized brand of nurturing. Um, and that'll help them keep that, organized home together with Cancer. But Pisces broadens Virgo's receptive capacities by bringing that spiritual and philosophical awareness to their lives. This is more of a complementary relationship, but also opposites attract in a way. Um, Pisces can help Virgin ease out of their mind and ease out of their need for perfection and order. But Virgo offers support and structure to Pisces' soulful and creative ideas. So they could be too polarizing, but they could find a way to take a page out of each other's book and live long, happy lives. Scorpio and Virgo bring that sexual magnetism to a relationship with Virgo. It helps them open up to a sensuality and exploration. This can be a magnetic match with Virgo, not shying away from Scorpio's dark and potent depths. They may share a love for probing the mysteries and psychological workings of the mind and appreciate each other's interest in complementary ways. So far, all I'm hearing is Scorpio is probably the best fucking bet. I hear nobody else. This ivy in a bottle is like, ugh. I feel like the earth sign's got to be it. Again, earth signs have the greatest affinity with Virgo because they share that stability, practicality, and efficiency with them. Virgo meld together easily. They organize their lives together, their routines, work together like that finely tuned engine. They understand each other's needs for order. They can relax knowing that they understand each other and where they stand with each other. Now with Capricorn shares Virgo's love for thoroughness and perfection. They can build that world together with similar yet, intertwining skills in that mastery. They can both gain each other's trust and respect by having both feet on the ground and showing they can be counted on. They share a similar rhythm with their body awareness and know what the other needs. Taurus with Virgo have good love compatibility since they share many affinities and may especially connect over their interest in body care and nature. Virgo may balance Taurus's tendency for indulgence with herbal and health recommendations, and Taurus can patiently help ground and soothe Virgo's somewhat anxious nature. There is much for the other to enjoy and depend on for each other, and that they will find comfort within their union. So if you're a Virgo, go with an earth sign.
Yeah, that tends to be the case. I feel like most of the earth signs are most compatible with other earth signs.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe a water sign thrown in there, but Mostly earth signs.
Yeah. In terms of their health, like for their constitution, Virgo may be one of the more delicate earth signs. Virgo's going to need a lot more grounding, nourishment, heart and nerve protection, hydration, and relaxation routines to keep them, at optimal health. Which might be why a lot of Virgos are drawn to healthcare, um, because they are their own first patient. Um, Ouch. Their body parts are the digestive system, the intestines, and the spleen. Uh, da, da, da. So those born with Virgo in their prominently, I guess, in their birth charts may have a delicate digestive system that can be easily thrown off by anxiety and disruptions of stress. You know,
Yeah, I really want to know if Brittany has Virgo in her chart.
I want to know if my dad has Virgo in his chart because anytime, I swear to God, anytime we'd go for like a long car ride, anytime we'd go on like a ride at Disney World, anytime we'd go, what is it? Anytime we go to like a family get together, anytime we like are gonna go do something, he's got to go shit. Like he's something about it. He's got to go to the bathroom, and he's in there. And my mom would get so mad at him all the time because she'd be like, "Are you fucking serious? We are literally about to walk. Like we would be in the car waiting, and he'd be like, "Hold on, I have to go to the bathroom," and he'd go to the bathroom. So the digestive system mirrors their lives in like a bodily way. So like if Virgo natives organize their lives and be useful, they need to do it the same way with their digestive system. So they need to categorize nutrients so that they can be distributed throughout the body, like their emotions or the gut instinct that begins with the enteric nervous system, linking the need to digest what they feel. Some herbal allies. I'm not going to go into this. I'm just going to list them off. You can go into it more if you are interested in it. They only have 3. They have lavender, parsley, and skullcap. Apparently, skullcap is I lied. I'm going to go into one of them. Skullcap is a sedative that calms a frenetic mind. It soothes anxiety and can help treat insomnia.
Okay.
I'll have to see if I have any skullcap. And you can use it in treating nervous tension, high cholesterol, and artery hardening. All of those that lead to heart disease and stroke.
Sounds like I need to get some of that.
Right? The 3 deacons of Virgo. Degrees 0 through 9 are the sun. Degrees 10 through 19 is Venus. And degrees 20 through 29 are Mercury. The major arcana tarot cards for Virgo is the Hermit. The Hermit card appears when we are withdrawing, perhaps retreating from our routines and lives to go within for self-reflection. It represents a need to conserve and concentrate our energies and direct our awareness toward contemplation before we can make a new beginning or embark on a new journey. This thoughtful and reflective process allows us to abandon the external and material to reconnect with our inner guidance so that we can digest the knowledge we have gained so far and transmute it into the wisdom of the sage. Which is, I guess, what it is. The hermit is the sage, like wandering, like a pilgrimage or whatever. Whenever I hear the hermit, all I can think of is just like literally somebody who doesn't want to come out of a cave. That's all I can think of. But so basically it's like you're at the end of your cycle, you're on your way to like your next self-discovery. Your minor arcana is 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles. The Pentacles are basically like the money. Is what I always thought. This one's going to have a little bit different. Um, the 8 of Pentacles is going to be that like intelligence lovingly applied to material matters, especially those of the agriculturalist, the artificer, and the engineer. So it is like you're applying yourselves to a goal. The 9 of Pentacles is the card of gain. So it depicts good luck attending material affairs, favor, and popularity. The 10 of Pentacles is the wealth card. It warns of wealth being dissipated unless put to further use by devoting its power to objects other than mere accumulation. But yeah, so those are, some basic characteristics and everything about the Virgo sign. Here are some famous Virgos that you may not have known about. We have Beyonce, Zendaya. Oh, I do know a Virgo. It's my grandpa. My grandpa's a Virgo. But he died when I was 7, so I can't really say that I know him. So, Blake Lively, Idris Elba, Keanu Reeves, Salma Hayek, Melissa McCarthy, Michael Jackson, Chris Pine, Keke Palmer, Nick Jonas, Cameron Diaz, Kobe Bryant, R.I.P., Pink, Prince Harry, Taraji P. Henson, Ava DuVernay. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
I don't either.
Leah Michelle, Padma Lakshmi. I don't know who that is either. Shania Twain, Adam Sandler, Amy Poehler, Jack Black, and Sophia Richie.
All right.
So yeah, those are some Virgos that are famous that you may not have known about. So, if you know a Virgo in your life, do they match what I just read? If not, okay. But anyways,
Dogs are fun.
until next time.
Bye.